Karnataka Congress has released its first list for the state polls. Seats for 124 candidates have been announced. DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, State Congress's top leaders, figure out in the first list. While DKS has been fielded from Kanakpura, Siddaramaiah is going to contest from Varuna seat. Varuna is a seat Congress veteran Siddaramaiah has held before he gave up for his son. My colleague Neha is patching with us on the same. Neha, good morning. Now, Karnataka Congress has released the first list for the state polls. While DKS has contested from Kanakpura, Siddaramaiah is going back to contest from the Varuna seat. Now, the Varuna seat earlier was given up by Siddaramaiah for his son, and now his son will be giving it up for his father.
Well, that's right. Of course, not many surprises that are coming out right now from the Congress list, while several of the sitting MLAs have been retained in their, constituencies. Of course, there have been a few changes now that are being reflected in this list. The first being, like you mentioned, Siddaramaiah, of course, after a lot of indecisiveness, he initially suggested that he wanted to contest from Kolar district of Karnataka, and that's what he had told the High Command as well, following which there were talks of him possibly contesting from Badami, that of course, and then Chamundeshwari, talks of Chamundeshwari also came up, and now we're seeing him going back to a safe seat that currently, of course, is with his son Yatindra. He would be now contesting from Varuna is what we're picking up. However, this brings us back to the question of Kolar district and who really is going to be contesting from Kolar right now. Of course, while the party hasn't made a mention of this, a few other, changes also that are visible evidently from this list is the fact that K.H. Muniappa, senior leader who was in fact, set to be contesting from Kolar, has now shifted his constituency. He's been given the Devanhalli constituency. We understand now that, there was quite a bit of opposition for his contesting from there as well. All the Congress office bearers had resigned recently, just earlier this week, citing their opposition to him contesting from Devanhalli constituency. Apart from that, we're also seeing a couple of new changes now. Pulkeshi Nagar MLA Akhand Srinivas Murthy, his name hasn't really been mentioned in this list after, the riots that we actually saw in DJ Halli and KG Halli a couple of years back. Apart from that, also, a couple of other changes now that we're seeing is MLC Putana, who had in fact defected from the BJP, even with a 4-year MLC term remaining, has now been accommodated in Rajaji Nagar. Again, there was quite a bit of infighting in the party, even for his contesting from Rajaji Nagar. The reason, of course, being that, there were several other people who were eyeing the ticket for Rajaji Nagar as well. Now, with all of this being said, we'll really have to wait and see. About 124 seats is what has been announced right now by the Congress party. As far as the rest of the list is concerned, how they would tread together and ensure that, the party fights this election united, well, that's something that we'd have to wait and watch out for.